Hey y'all, welcome back. Today I got another video for y'all. And today we're going to be jumping into Superman versus Archie Sonic. To be completely honest with you, this is a battle that I got requested and honestly wanted to do. The audio got messed up for the original recording, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. So it wasn't able to go up when it was supposed to. But I hope you guys are able to overlook that in favor of this video. Now, the Superman that we'll be covering is a combination of multiple Supermans, ranging from the post-crisis Superman all the way up to Cosmic Armor Superman. And obviously, Archie Sonic is from the Archie comics, is not the mainline Sonic. Honestly, after researching and learning, I still think Archie Sonic is very much the strongest version of Sonic, but at the same time, I honestly think that maybe video game Sonic has reached his level to some degree, because honestly, after the last few games that have come out, I can make an argument for video game Sonic having irrelevant speed, whereas when I look through this, I feel like it was kind of downright just Sonic has immeasurable levels of speed. Obviously though, I do think Archie Sonic has better like feats, but I'm just saying like the scaling version of like video game Sonic, like the scaling, like I can get him like higher than like I can kind of get Archie Sonic. So I think they're kind of like even in my opinion, although I do know Archie Sonic is stronger. But with scaling, I honestly, with the latest games that come out like Sonic Frontiers and whatnot, I think that debate has kind of changed from like Archie Sonic being the strongest version of like Sonic. So I mean, to at least from what I've been able to gather and see. But either way, we're going to be doing these two. Honestly, I would have been probably better off doing video game Sonic. That's not to say that Archie Sonic's going to lose. I'm just saying, either way, we'll get into this right now. If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit a like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, let's jump into this video right now. To be completely honest with you, I kind of want to just start with Superman. But yeah, honestly, I could have started with either. It really doesn't change anything. So let's get into this video right now. When looking at Superman, a story of a boy who was rocketed to Earth, who never loses. Superman is a Kryptonian hero who is a founding member of the Justice League of America, who has saved the Earth, the universe, and even all of creation so many occasions. His birth planet Krypton was being destroyed, and so he was sent at the last member of his race to Earth to conquer the world. Ended up in Smallville, Kansas, being fostered by humans and becoming the greatest hero on Earth. Now, with all that being said, I'm going to be jumping into the AP and speed for these characters because the AP has all the feats and so on and so forth. So I see no reason to cover the powers and abilities of Superman. I mean, as you already know them, and considering they will not be that prevalent in this battle in the first place. So that being said, let's get into this right now. When looking at the AP of Superman, there's a lot of things you could say about it. You know, he starts out at a lot of different levels and gets stronger over time and gets weaker over time, so on and so forth. Superman's most original level of type potency. We can look at the post-crisis version of Superman for this feat. Superman's fight with Golden Age Superman rewrote timelines and started a space-time continuum. It was repeatedly stated that they would destroy each other's universes, and then eventually they started shaking the universe again, and they were again shown rewriting timelines. The DC Comics website confirms that the two were shaking the space-time continuum apart. Superman punched back Orion and fought apart with him on another occasion, who took a weapon capable of annihilating the universe, as well as having 1/5 of the power of a Big Bang. Superman's heat vision made up 1/4 of the power capable of creating a universe and causing the defeat of Hal Jordan, who was going to create a new universe. And the attack caused a Big Bang to occur. Superman's fought Brainiac 13 on 3 different occasions, who can ravage timelines and rewrite the universe. Post-crisis Superman defeated Superboy Prime alongside Golden Age Superman and withstand a Big Bang, and who was considered part with the Silver Age Anti-Monitor, who was going to consume the universe, and was defeated by Golden Age Superman and Superboy Prime, even after absorbing all energy from the Anti-Matter universe and using it to fight them. Post-crisis Superman was shown earlier to stalemate Golden Age Superman, who stalemated Silver Age Superman, who caused a universe to be created following the death of Maldor, tanked the Big Bang, bursted through the bounds of infinity, shattered the barriers of space and time casually while flying, delivered a blow greater than any force in the universe, and fought against Black Star, a woman capable of destroying the universe and attacking him with the gravitational force of the whole universe. He who was also absolute control over all aspects of the cosmos and all forces that created the universe. Superman is stronger than Dr. Sivana, who had the power of Shazam, who fought and stalemated the Invincible Man for several hours, who wields the power of the Big Bang. Superman fought against Nebula Man, who is a universe. Superman fought 30th century Maldor, who had all of the magical power of a universe. Superman fought the Time Trapper, who is a sentient timeline capable of shattering timelines. Superman fought Monarch, whose quantum powers like the Big Bang, and whose fight with Captain Atom was switching space and time and causing compressed universes to explode. Captain Atom has destroyed and recreated the universe and can freely control it, and was going to destroy several universes. One-shotted Jenny Quantum, who created a universe, tear apart a reality containing a universe with her powers, and annihilate the Doctor, who can create a universe and yet is weaker than Superman. Superman survived an encounter with a Trasec swarm. Superman defeats Black Adam, who survived a Trasec expanding in his head. Superman stalemates Amp Shazam right after fighting Black Adam, who tanked a Trisect bomb in his base. Superman tanked a punch from Icon, who kills Starbreaker, who killed someone who was holding the universe together. Superman fights Wonder Woman on multiple occasions and even killed her once, who can recreate the timeline with her lasso of truth, can fight the Queen of Fables, who is an extra-dimensional embodiment of evil, folklore, and can withstand attacks from 4D when she's utilizing 4-dimensional energy. When looking at Superman's hyperverse level scaling, after being powered up by Kismet, he defeated Imperex Prime, who contains the power of and causes a 12 and third-dimensional Big Bang. When looking at his outerverse level scaling, after achieving the Theta state, Superman fought and overwhelmed Demonos, who created his own Phantom Zone. The Phantom Zone is described as a boundless, dimensionless dimension between being and nothingness, and it resides within the sphere of gods, described multiple times as a platonic archetypal world beyond the bleed, which contains all dimensions, in which there are an infinite number of. The Phantom Zone exists at the same level as New Genesis, which is beyond the bounds of space and time. The Phantom Zone also exists at the same level as Heaven, which is beyond space and time and contains platonic shapes. Now, for his high outerverse level scaling, Superman fought against Silva alongside Orion, who amped in size after going through a boom tube, and he was going to destroy all of creation by dancing, and they eventually defeated him. Superman defeated Scott Free when he was merged with the anti-life equation, which is equal to the source. Superman fought and overwhelmed Infinity Man, who is the life equation, the anti-life equation, and the source. Superman overwhelmed Soulfire Darkseid, who is millions of times stronger than true form Darkseid, who the source relies on to exist alongside High Father Darkseid, was ending all of existence during one High Father created Tachyon, who alongside High Father is one of the source itself. Darkseid was established as capable of ruining and ruling the source, and was bending and twisting it as the very heart of existence during one of his fights with Orion, where they were both becoming everything, and Darkseid began violating the source. Their fight corrupted the entirety of the source, and Orion is capable of doing it again by himself while becoming one with the source. Orion stated that Darkseid would have went on to destroy the source. Darkseid was shown to be relative to Nabu when they fought the anti-life entity, who is stronger than Indara, who can destroy all planes of creation. Darkseid can harm the Spectre, who would destroy all of creation if he fought the Phantom Stranger. Limbo is a realm where space, time, and stories don't exist, where all existence is up the sphere of the gods, is but non-existent fiction. The Monitor Sphere is a higher realm where things that were massive in Limbo are now considered infinitesimal, a world where scale, space, and time exist on a higher level, where everything is more profound and meaningful, where from and meaning surrender to the overvoid, and narratives crystallize around, and the denizens walk among primal forms in a fundamental world. Alphys reside infinitely beyond everything, to the point with the source of all creation being balanced in comparison. To further his high outerverse level scalings, this is the last bit of scaling I have for Superman. Cosmic Armor Superman fought and momentarily overwhelmed Mandark, both of them continuously adapting to each other's narratives and surpassing each other. Mandark was going to destroy all of creation and held all of existence in his hand. Even the Overvoid is said to be defenseless against the story of Superman. Now, with that being said, it's going to do it for Superman's AP, but we're not done just yet. Now we have to cover Superman's speed, so let's jump into that right now. Superman tagged Professor Zoom. My bad. Before I get into just the lines of scaling. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Superman tagged Professor Zoom and was stated to have speed who rivals his, and Professor Zoom ran to the 25th century, can move through multiple temporal dimensions, and was going to run to the past to change it during his fight with the Flash, and can freely move through the time stream. Superman reacts to Barry Allen and Wally West while they're running through time. Superman kept pace with Jake Garlick and Wally West while they were chasing the Reverse Flash to the past. Superman tied with Barry Allen in a race while holding back, tagged a fusion of Wally West and Barry Allen, and chased down and subdued Barry Allen. Now that's all scaling for immeasurable to likely irrelevant. I'm going with the immeasurable for right now, but yeah, I could definitely further that with more things to say for sure. So yeah, let me just say those things. Should be at least relative to Wonder Woman, who is fast enough to move into the Speed Force. Should be relative to Aquaman, who can swim in the secret sea, which transcends space and time. Superman moved around in a realm of non-space and non-time. Should be relative to Silver Age Barry Allen, who ran into the Source. Superman flew from Apocalypse to Earth. Superman flew out of the Source from Highfather, and that would be impossible to do. I mean, Highfather said it would be impossible to do. Immeasurable, likely irrelevant, because why not? Cosmic Armor Superman should be relative to Man Dark, who can freely traverse that Overvoid, which would make him irrelevant. So yeah, there you go. Superman has irrelevant levels of scaling when you put all of his versions together. And yeah, that's gonna do it for Superman section. Now we're gonna talk about the next section, which will be my boy Archie Sonics. Looking at Archie Sonic, he's clearly one of the strongest versions of Sonic, if not the strongest version of Sonic, depending on what interpretation you take of Sonic to be the strongest. Although, as we also will learn now, video game Sonic and Archie Sonic are not the same, and they exist in two separate continuities and are not the same. So let's get into this right now. Sonic the Hedgehog, born Olivia Marcel Hedgehog, is the tirade protagonist of the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book series, and is spin-off posed by Archie Comics. He is a Mobian hedgehog endowed with the power of super speed and the ability to control the Chaos Emeralds, and the son of Julius and Running Hedgehog. Renowned the hero of Mobius and the chosen hero of the multiverse, Sonic is the strongest and primary agent of the Team Fighters, and is since early childhood opposed the global and tyrannical rule of Dr. Ivo Robotnik, and afterwards his alternate universe counterpart Dr. Eggman to reclaim the freedom of his planet. From the ends of the world to the far reaches of space and time, Sonic has many adventures and faced countless trials in his fight against the evil for the fate of his planet that tested him to the fullest, earning him many titles, allies, and the scores of several foes. Following the events of Sonic and Mega Man Worlds Collide, Sonic's multiverse was completely destroyed and recreated, giving him an entirely different life. With that being said, let's get into Sonic's powers. All his feats around his AP and speed. So let's do that right now. Looking at Archie Sonic's AP, you're going to immediately see what I was talking about when I said you can make an argument for a couple of things. But yeah, to start off, Sonic's attack potency, we can say he was originally Universe Level Plus. This is why. Consistently shown to be equal to Knuckles the Echidna, repeatedly defeated Chaos after he absorbed large chunks of the Master Emerald, capable of fighting Mammoth Moogle and Isis Nagus. They are empowered by Chaos Emeralds. Higher with Power Rings, obviously, because these things increases overall strength, speed, and durability with Power Rings. We can then say Sonic has Multiverse Level Plus ceilings of power, because empowered by the Chaos Emeralds, fought with Master Moogle alongside Hyper Knuckles and Turbo Tails, who had drained the power of Dimitri, the third incarnation of Interjack, casually fought and pummeled who was weakened. Sorry about that, guys, I got interrupted. Casually fought and pummeled a weakened Interjack, defeated Lars and whatnot, and equal to Super Armor Mega Man battle against the eventual destroyed Sigma 3, as he was on the cusp of attaining his god form, who was empowered by the Master Engine. Now, to finish this off, Sonic's highest levels of scaling is Multiverse Level to High Multiverse Level Plus, because he was vastly stronger than before. He was empowered by a Super Emerald, which are more powerful than the 7 Chaos Emeralds clashed with Ugly Nagas. Now, what we all know Sonic from is his speed. His speed is infinite because he's consistently traversed the Cosmic Interstate, a series of crossroads that extend throughout the entire multiverse, traveling between separate universes on foot, can form and throw a ball of water in a tenth of a femtosecond, recreated innumerable parallel universe versions of himself via the Cosmic Interstate, stated by the word of God to be capable of visiting all the planets within the universe in a short amount of time, has been referred to as the fastest thing alive numerous times, making him swifter than Scourge, the Suppression Squad, EVE, and Blaze the Cat. Immeasurable levels of speed, because like his game counterpart, Blitz, Solaris, and the Time Eater, is capable of fighting and matching the likes of Master Moogle and Interjack. And to further that, he was far faster than before, running faster than ever dream PT possible, with his sheer speed altering the flow of time, as well as continuously and exponentially becoming faster by the moment due to the Super Emerald's power. Now, with that being said, that's going to do it for Sonic scaling. He's going to be immeasurable levels of speed and have multiverse level and high multiverse level terms of power. And yeah, so with that being said, we're now going to cover the battle itself and see who actually wins this. So let's get to that right now. Okay, so if this wasn't very obvious, I think it should go without saying that Superman has a big edge on Sonic for starters in terms of power. And I love Archie Sonic more than Superman. I don't even really like Superman that much, but I cannot deny the numbers and the stats and the facts. The facts are Superman has way more power. He's in levels of Outerverse levels, and we have things like irrelevant levels of speed due to the characters that he has battled against and the numbers and comics he's fought against. Meaning that with those things being said, I have to probably give it to Superman just based off those things alone. Now, I will say this time, thank you for watching, and yeah, Superman wins, and I'm out.